Hey guys, let's talk about rejecting a scarcity mindset. Do you expect good things? Do you expect success? Or do you expect failure? Do you expect things to work out for you? Or do you, more times than not, think, things are not, things are not going to pan out for me? You have to be careful because it can be a self-fulfilling prophecy. Welcome back to Resilient Man channel. Let's talk about staying resilient mentally and rejecting a scarcity mindset. This channel, Resilient Man channel, is about men helping men through the challenges and the struggles that we face in our society, in our culture. And there are times legitimately that you feel beaten down and you feel like you just can't win. And you have to be careful because it can produce a scarcity mindset in many different ways, financially, in your relationships, just many different ways where you feel, I'm always going to lack. Well, that's something that is not necessarily true. It's not an easy thing to do. Many days it takes work, and some days it actually takes you forcing yourself to push through, and when it doesn't look possible, to have faith and to see what isn't there yet, but will be there if you continue on. So a lot of you watching Resilient Man channel are tough, resilient men. You've had to be. You have been through a lot in your lives. You've been put through the ringer. You've been put through the gristmill, especially when it comes to relationships with women, when it comes to your jobs and your careers, maybe even situations with family, or maybe situations with health. You've had to be tough and resilient. My hope is that this message will encourage you to not have a scarcity mindset, but to be able to look at it with hope and with positivity that better days are ahead. So let's talk a little bit about that. I've shared with y'all that I've had a background in sales for a very long time, and I'm a hunter. And what a hunter is in sales is all I do is I hunt for new business, and that's what I do. I bring in new business, and then I pass it on to the operations people, and they manage it. Well, the process of hunting can be brutal mentally and emotionally because you take a beating day in and day out. You can go long periods of time with no success or very little success, and it can wear you down. And you start to develop, if you're not careful, a scarcity mindset of, man, I'm never going to get a win. I'm never going to get a sale. Nobody wants to talk to me. I'm dealing with all these challenges, which is bullshit. It's bullshit. It's your own mind getting tired and getting fatigued, and you have to push through that. And I have found that staying resilient, being tenacious, being persistent will carry you through the lean times, and then you will have success. Now, in this example I'm sharing, it's about in the sales process, but it applies if you have been through or are going through situations with your relationship with your wife or your now ex-wife, or maybe with your family or friends. Maybe you're having challenges in your job. Pushing through is going to help you. In the sales world, there's always been a story, and I think it goes back to Zig Ziglar, who was a sales trainer, one of the best sales trainer ever, of the Moso bamboo tree and the phenomenal growth that it experiences but it doesn't experience it for a very long time. So the Moso bamboo tree is one of the fastest growing plants on Earth and can grow up to 20 meters tall in 45 to 60 days during its rapid growth phase in the springtime. Now, the thing is, the time that it takes for the Moso bamboo to reach its adult height and be hard enough to process is roughly around 5 years. Okay, so it does not happen overnight. It takes a lot of time. But there are times when it is in its massive growth stage, it can grow an inch per hour. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. And the interesting thing, too, as part of the Moso bamboo story, is that it grows quickly because of the evolutionary pressure to reach sunlight in the dense forest that it's in. It's kind of like a comparison, if you will, of us in life. You know, we're out there trying to make things happen in our job, in our families, and in our careers or what have you, which represents the dense forest that we're in. And we're trying to get to the sunlight to break out and reach those goals that we're after, that we're trying to attain. And if we keep after them, if we do not have or do not let a scarcity mindset take over, we will reach them. The thing is, too, it takes years of the Moso bamboo plant spreading out and securing its roots prior to its rapid growth stage in that short period of time. So just like us in our pursuits or the things that we're working through in our lives, it doesn't happen overnight. But if you keep going forward and protect your mindset, it will happen. You know, I think this really applies to you guys that are watching. If you are separated, if you are getting or going through a divorce or have been divorced, this definitely applies to you. You know, going through it sucks. It sucks. Legally, financially, emotionally, mentally, everything that you're dealing with, you're on shaking soil, you know, shifting soil, and finding your stability during this time can be very tough. And so you do have to fight off that scarcity mindset of, oh, I'm never going to make it through this. Things are not going to work out. What is going to happen to me? These are legitimate things that you have to really work towards not letting take over, because you are going to get through it. You are. So I can definitely relate to those things. I've been there. And as a guy who has been through those challenges, both in my career, I've had many highs and lows in my career. The highs way outweigh the lows. But getting through those valleys, you know, takes time, it takes effort, and it takes protecting your mindset. And same when it comes to maybe you're struggling, you know, in your relationship status or whatever the case might be. So if you are going through a valley in your life right now, I encourage you to focus on what you can control: your work ethic, your attitude, staying physical, exercising, eating right, watching and reading positive things that are going to encourage you. Stay away from negative bullshit like news or things that upset you, obviously. Celebrate every win. I mean, there are times, for example, when I have gone through a slow time in my sales career, you know, just getting somebody on the phone, that was a win for the day. That was a great win, and I counted that. You know, no matter how small your win is, maybe you got, I mean, shit, I start my day and the first thing I do is I make my bed. And it's already been a successful day because I've made my bed. So no matter how small, and celebrate those wins. That will keep that scarcity mindset at bay a little bit more than if you don't. So, and know that your persistence is going to equal success in the long run. Take it day by day, deal with what's in front of you, and have goals and have the hope that you are going to attain those goals. You're going to craft the life that you want. You're going to attain the things that you want in time. You really are. So, guys, I hope this encourages you. I know a lot of men deal with this scarcity mindset. I think it's really hard in our society and culture as well because we're not allowed to voice it. If we do voice it, we're seen as weak. We're seen as we're not strong enough. It's kind of effed up, quite frankly, because we, as men, we have so much on our shoulders and so much stress and so much burden when it comes to, especially with our women and with our families and with our jobs. And, it's okay. So if you are going through that, you're not alone. What you're feeling is legitimate, but you got to work on it, man. You got to work on it every single day to not have a scarcity mindset, to have hope, and to have a positive mindset. So, if you would comment down below, I'd love to read your comments and share your thoughts, your strategies on how you stay positive, stay motivated, and like and subscribe to Resilient Man channel. I hope this is helping you and encouraging you. And guys, know your worth. Protect your peace.